Morning, folks. This is going to be a nice raw share this morning. I'm going to use a little bit of my notes for talking points, but this is from the heart. So, I guess the first thing I wanted to start this video off with is a new consciousness that I've been finding in myself. I'm conscious and aware that I am both a shy introvert, can't, you know, not good at speaking in public, um, not good at expressing himself, and the other half of myself is an outgoing, unashamed, uh, colorful, artistic extrovert. So I got both of them living inside me, and God was explaining to me the purpose of that. It's like what a paradox, what a contradiction. How can I be introverted and shy and afraid to speak, and extroverted and loud and unashamed of my uniqueness at the same time? It doesn't make sense, right? So God was explaining to me, how did he put this? It's exactly what I needed you to be, he tells me, so you can bridge the gap. Um, this video is for starseeds, basically, okay? Because, so I've been kind of on that awakening path since 2014. And boy, after a while, you know, after all these years, you start to wonder, you're like, is this just people deluding themselves and constantly putting this goal out there? When we get to this point, everything's going to get better. And it's like, I kind of feel like that is so, because it's really all about your inner relationship with yourself. And when you find out you have polar opposites inside, it's like, why? It's your life purpose. So go back to your innocent, pure self when you were a child and look at your view of the world, what you were passionate about, and what you might want to change. Whatever it was, I'll tell you, I saw a lot of selfishness in the world and violence in the world, and as a child I just couldn't understand it. Why are people like this? I saw a lot of apathy. Little did I know that to have the life purpose to help people out of their delusion, you have to go into the delusion yourself and find out directly how they got that way and get yourself out of it. So that's what this is all about, realizing that we have both inside, and life is an echo chamber, so there's really no need for anger. So I'm going to read my post from yesterday that I wrote, because it goes into what came from that thought. I'm both an introvert and an extrovert. So it's like there's parts of me that were in conflict. There's this one part that's like, you're afraid to express yourself? Why? Why do you even care what other people think? And the other part that's like, I can't stand when people express themselves and they're not even worried what people think. What a contradiction, right? So I grew up thinking the world failed us, and that turned into a whole life of mediocrity and people pleasing. Little did I know I was finding out firsthand why it failed us. I started out, why some of us came here and were like, I'm let down and disappointed. I don't want to participate in this game, you know? Okay, so where was I? I started out with the question. Wait, say, finding out firsthand why it failed us. I started out with a question so that I would live out a paradox. So when you're born with a burning question inside, it's like almost like you've been set up to live out a paradox, so you can understand the whole, the whole picture. Okay. So the question is the reason for the answer, and it spreads amongst humans like a plague or a cancer. It's like a paradox we get to unravel. The knots get looser the further we travel down the narrow path of accountability, exercise the muscles to increase agility. But the key is to see it for ourselves. It's that we are the key. We hold the problem and solution, the question and the answer. It all starts with owning our shit and using it for fertilizer, not to stink up the place and let our fellows know everything is their fault. It took me years to come full circle and get myself out of my own victimhood trap, I guess, as it were. It was like I began to see the world as something dangerous that attacks innocence in a way. And then I had to own the fact that that nature is in me too, and it's in all of us. You want me to expand on any of those gems? Hit me up. That's what I do. All right. Much love, folks.